There are a few things, ladies and gentlemen, that get me more upset than what we call in the business because is the message that I'm giving you that I have such contempt for you that I think you're stupid enough in believing my because it's called bullshit. Little censorship here, bullshit. Because that's what it is. That's what all this is. And it nothing angers me more than when you lie to me. When you lie to me and you tell me something that's not true. So just do me a favor. Tell me the truth. Tell me specifically the truth. Don't lie to me. And if you want to destroy the police department around the world, fine. Just don't put on morbidly obese women with long nails and Cardi B lenses or lashes and expect them to bring down a guy and cuff him. Why don't you just shut the police down? Just shut them down. The same way in Jersey, I found out they're having teachers who don't even need teaching requirements. I hate bullying. And the one that gets me the most, more than anything else, believe it or not, is probably the simplest. And that is when Kamala Harris takes that stupid picture with her stupid husband in front of that stupid gas range when we're supposed to forego this for reasons I will never know. Now, that may not seem like a big deal to you, but it shows the utter and absolute contempt that these no good bastards have for you and me. It's that simple. My friends, welcome, join up, buckle up, get ready for the ride. Please subscribe to the Lionel Nation Fandango. Make sure you like this video, and I need the likes. But first, we are looking on the verge of complete and total seismic catastrophe. And one day you are not going to be able to get food for a variety of reasons we've already been through. So that's why you should pay very close attention to our dear friends at My Patriot Supply for this special deal just for you. Patriot, the world at every level and facet is in peril. Everything has changed. The Great Reset is here. Just look around you. You must become more self-reliant and sufficient and secure the future for your family. Act today with My Patriot Supply. My Patriot Supply is the country's largest preparedness company, and it's more than equipped to stock your shelf. Their best-selling 3-month emergency food kit provides delicious breakfast, lunches, and dinners that last up to 25 years in storage. And right now, listen carefully, it's $200 off. That's right. Get over 2,000 calories every day. Just add water and heat, then eat. Make sure every member of your family has a 3-month food kit from My Patriot Supply. Go right now to my special website at preparewithlionel.com, preparewithlionel.com for $200 in savings. Be sure to order by 3 p.m. for free same-day shipping. It's best to have emergency food and not need it than to need it and not have it. Take $200 off right now at preparewithlionel.com, preparewithlionel.com. Write this down, commit it to memory, preparewithlionel.com. For the love of God, do it. Do it now. Now let's start with a couple of things right here on this Saturday night. I hope everybody is well and doing groovily. Okay. First, we talked about this before, but the stories are there. You can see it. We have been opposed to the notion of affirmative action and non-talent preference since the beginning of time. You know it and I know it. Oh, and by the way, I hope our friend Sparky is here. Sparky, I hope you're here. Mrs. L came across something before, and we got to verify this, either on Instagram or something. There are offers being made to people to attend various events. I think it was $30 a day for people to show up to attend. And I will get to the bottom of this because some were saying at first it was pro-Palestinian and somebody else says, no, this is Israel as well. I find this fascinating, but I will get to you because earlier today or yesterday, you had mentioned this and I wanted this to be brought to your attention. Ladies and gentlemen, people are different. Men and women are different. I don't give a damn what you call it. You can call it trans. You can call it whatever you want. There are people who also, in order to do certain physical things, need to be in physical shape. And if you are fat, if you are ungainly, if you are gruesome in your heft, if you are gruesome in your heft, you should not be able to do things which involve physical activity which you cannot do. You understand it? You understand this? Equity, inclusion. I don't know what the hell that stuff means. I don't want a cop who's there because he's Asian or Chinese or Serbo-Croatian. I don't care about that. I want a cop who's good and mean and physically fit and likes the job and wants to help and will be there when I call him or her. I don't give a damn. Women have been excellent police. Excellent. Excellent. And I don't know why. I guess if you have 4 women, why don't you just take out a nightstick and beat the hell out of the guy? I don't care. But if somebody is not following your orders, you've seen this. We talked about this. It's been all over the place. These women, the guy's he's cuffed and he runs away. Anyway, enough with that. I despise fake people more than you can imagine. People who laugh when they don't mean it, laugh when they're phony, laugh when they're pretending, laugh when they don't mean a word of it. They don't mean what they're saying to you or anybody else. I hate it. I hate bullshit. I hate it. And I've known these, you have no idea. Do you have families? I know people who have families who just snipe at each other and they're two-faced, and I just can't take it. Kamala Harris has not a shred of legitimacy in her, not one shred of legitimacy, of actual, legitimate, authentic truth in her. Not one shred, not one iota, not one bit, not one ort, not one anything. You understand this? I despise her. And in New York, they wanted to take away gas ovens from new building, and also fans. And I don't even know what the hell this is about. And she's taking a picture in front of her like she made it. She's lying about that too. You didn't make a damn thing. Remember. Oh God, remember that horrible Elizabeth Warren? Remember her where she was standing in her? Remember when she did her Thanksgiving thing? Hey, I'm here with my husband. Thank you for being here. He lives here. It's her husband. I'm going to have a beer. Would you like a beer? Have a beer with me. Oh, stop it. Just one thing about Trump. He wears a long red tie. He wears a blue suit, and that's it. And he may wear some clothes, which are not exactly flattering when he's playing golf, but what are you going to do? He's authentic and he's real. You got what I'm saying? He's authentic and real. And by the way, when it comes to people, cops, I want animals. If police use force to apprehend criminals, they will be labeled racist. The world is insane. I would have, if I were the chief of police, I would have an arrest. I would give awards to the most arrests, the most takedowns, the most whatever. Yay! Just like employee of the month. Yay! I want people to look at my cops and say, don't mess with them. If they tell you to stop, you stop. You can beat the rap, but you can't beat the ride. How in the world does this even work? How does this stuff even work? How are these people even? All right. Look at this. I love what's going on in Ireland. 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 Because they're saying it's this immigration. We don't know who this guy was who actually stabbed these people. Some said he was Algerian. Some said he wasn't. I don't know, but I love the fact. I don't like the violence, but people are having it up to here. How about Derek Chauvin? Derek Chauvin, who was stabbed. They say he's going to make it. Derek Chauvin, if that man is not living proof of reasonable doubt as to the cause of George Floyd's death, I don't know what if that's not reasonable doubt doesn't exist. It's that simple. It's that simple. Reasonable doubt. He had fentanyl, norfentanyl, F-fentanyl, G-fentanyl. He had more dope in him than you can imagine. And he dies, lo and behold. Can you tell me that you can rule out? I know it's moot at this particular point, but that you can rule out, exclude the possibility that he died, quote, naturally, or from the effects of these toxins and poisons? You damn right you can. What's the matter with you? But that picture of him with his thing on the neck, I would have called every police officer, training person, everybody from training facilities to say that's exactly what you did. That is exactly the correct way to apply this. That is exactly what he did. He is correct 100%, blah, 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 blah. It's exactly what I would do. That's what he needed to do. They can say, look, you civilians may not like this, but if you want to hold this guy down, this is how you do it. And we train Chauvin to do it. So if you're going to charge somebody with murder, you charge us because we charged him. He didn't make this up on his own. He didn't make it up on his own. He didn't decide, hey, I'm going to just go and clobber somebody and put my leg on their neck. Didn't happen. By the way, how many of you are not buying a word of this? I don't know why, this Bentley story. They're going out of their way to say, no, really. It's just nothing to see here. No, really. It went 100 miles an hour. And no, it's not a terrorist. It just blew up. How many times do you see cars blow up? And a Bentley? I don't care if they're right. They hit things head-on collision. They don't blow up. Think about this. How many of you have seen people's cars blow up? They don't. This thing was, I don't care if it doesn't matter. The gas is in the back. There's something weird. I don't know what it is. Nobody cares about this, but they went out of their way to say, oh, FBI's not involved. Sorry. All right, Niagara Falls Police, that's yours. Don't look at us. We're done. Sorry. 108 likes? What the hell's the matter with you people? You want me to spank you? Huh? Want me to spank you? All right. George Floyd. Oh, St. George of Floyd. Look, can I say something here? I am not happy that anybody died, but would you come on, please? You make it sound like this guy's, this angelic God, this apotheosis. He was a criminal. He was a drug-addled, high, intoxicated criminal. Granted, unfortunate. Trying to buy cigarettes with a counterfeit 20? Give me a break. What the hell's the matter with you people? Sparky says, you say to disregard history in the Palestine-Israel situation, but doing so leaves people vulnerable to your man Bibi's militant convenient timeline. Climate alarmists use convenient timelines too. By the way, Sparky, I hope you heard what I said. There's a lot of stuff going around of people being paid to show up at various rallies. We don't know. We're gonna dig deeper, but people are saying, look, see, and screenshots, whatever. We're gonna get to the bottom of that. Sparky, did I say disregard history? Anybody hear me say disregard history? Anybody say disregard history? What do you, I love you. What do you think history is going to do? Excuse me? Yes. Hello. Palestinians? Yes. Would you put that simulated blood down? Yes. I'd like to explain to you the history of what has happened. By the way, Israelis, you can learn this, please. You obviously don't understand the history. If I explain the history to you, everything will be fine. The hostages will be released in certain tranches. Not the Americans, mind you. There will be no more fighting, no more rioting once you hear the history. Anybody want to hear the history? Because obviously the reason why we're here is you don't know the history. And if I were to tell you about the history, you would say, oh, why didn't you tell me about the history? I know. I wanted to tell you about the history, but I couldn't because you were too busy. Now, I'm not saying history is unimportant, but nobody cares. You understand? I love you. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. What are you going to do? No, you don't understand. Let me explain to you the timeline. People are throwing stuff and fighting and hostages and paragliders and terrorists. Wait a minute. Hold it. Let me go through the history. Please. Let's go back to the time of Judah. Please. You don't understand. Pre-1948, Herzl, the Zionist, please stop this fight. Let me explain the history to you. You don't understand. Come on, man. Come on, Sparky. Come on, man. I know we all have our thing, but let me ask you something. What is going to end this? First question is, what do you mean end? That's what I always do. What do you mean end? Is there going to be peace? What do you mean peace? What does peace mean? BB's done, Sparky. BB's done. He's through. He's finished. He's toast. It's over with. He can say whatever he wants. He's done. He's finished. Do you dig what I'm saying? He's done. It's over. Do I make myself clear? Is anybody not understanding? Is anybody not getting that? MBS, where is he? It's a good point. By the way, look what Xi Jinping is saying. They're looking at this. They're saying, no, go ahead. Come on, America, do something. Come on, do something. Do something. Somebody says $300 paid on Miami Beach to get on a bus and go to the Israeli gathering in Washington. $300. That's a lot of money. Sparky says, so it all started unprovoked on October the 7th? How stupid do you think your audience is? You've taught us for years. How could we be so dumb? Who cares why it started? Who cares why it started? Of course it's not unprovoked. What do you want? Where do you think people are in need of this history? Where is it? You've got Finkelstein telling you want history? There's history all over the place. We got history all the time. We got Ben Shapiro over here. We got Finkelstein over here. We got Alan Dershowitz over here. We've got Max Blumenthal over here. We've got Seymour Hersh here. We've got Doug Colonel McGregor here. We got the Duran here. What are you kidding me? We got history everywhere. Everybody's got history. What are you talking about? What's your point? What are we talking about? I agree with you. There's history everywhere. What difference does it make? Not one person's ever listened to Norman Finkelstein and said, oh, okay, I didn't know that. Hey, hold it. Give it back. What? Finkelstein's right. Please help me with this. Please help me. Help me. Just acknowledge. Tell me you hear me. Tell me you recognize the fact that going through history is not helping anybody. That's great for an academic discussion. You and I can discuss it because what's interesting. Meanwhile, there's people wanting to kill each other and behead children or whatever the particular claims are. Where is the money coming from? Where's the Antifa money coming from? Where was the BLM money coming from? Where's all the money coming from? I don't know if people during the civil rights movement had to be paid to show up when this. Do I make myself clear? Do I make myself clear? And let me also ask you a question, my friend. Whose history do you want? My history, their history, or your history? There's no such thing as one thing. It's a very interesting point. Whose world do you believe? Whose world view do you believe in? Who? What I've been saying from the beginning is understand what people are saying. Do you think there's anything noble about Hamas? Do you think Hamas is the noble centurions, the fighters who are out trying to prosecute the claims of the proud Gazans? Do you believe that for a moment? Do you? Do you really? Do you think who's wrong here? Tell me, who's wrong? One word. Who? Who's wrong? Who's all wrong? The blame is on one side. Israel, or let's call it Palestinians. Forget Hamas, because the West Bank group doesn't really necessary. But who is it? Israelis or the Palestinians? Who's wrong? Wrong. Who? Who? Can you answer that question? Who's wrong? Islam is wrong. It's not about religion. It's not about Judaism. It's about land. Who lives there? Not terrorist is wrong. Whose terrorism? What does terrorism mean? Does Israel commit terrorism? No, they've got bombs and planes and uniforms and drones and carriers and submarines. Oh, those aren't terrorists. What's a terrorist? What are you talking about? Palestinians is wrong. They're wrong about what? What are they wrong about? What are they wrong about? Tell me. People in America should care less. They are worried about paying bills in a constant state. It's true. They're from Mecca. Their. They're from Mecca. I don't know what the hell that means. The one was wrong for donating the land that wasn't theirs. It's over with. Now, let's talk about now. You think anybody's going to give the land back in 48? Other people voted for it. You know who was behind it? Russia. Russia thought they were a bunch of socialists because they're from the kibbutz. Read the Hamas covenant. Again, we're trying to act now. How do you fix things now? Sparky weighs it. He says, speaking of Finkelstein, I heard him talking about Nat Turner 4 weeks ago and realized that I'd read the book he just read over 40 years ago. That's why I thought of the drum band the other day. It's interesting. Finkelstein is a very interesting person. Look, you want to talk about this stuff? Go ahead. Go ahead. How do you make people... Okay, Hamas, go away. How do you stop Hamas? You can't. That's been the most effective, not from my point of view, that's been the most effective means of the Palestinians dealing with their problem yet to date. Do you hear what I'm saying? They're going to say to you, Palestinians are going to say, listen, we never get anything unless there's some kind of violence. When was the last time Israel ever gave anything us? Just say, oh, by the way, here you go. We're going to give you this back. Easter rule, take it. Anybody? That's what they're going to say. Is anybody innocent here? Isn't this about land grabs and negotiation and hatred? What do you think settlements are? How do you think settlements work into this? Those are my friends who were Israel, 100% right. What about settlements? Is there any provocation? You got to look at provocation and goading the way we look at what Newland whatever did to our friend Mr. Putin. You are the most wonderfully, and please, I say this with all due respect, you are the most wonderfully innocent people I've ever seen in my life. You have absolutely no sense of what realism is. None. You believe in these things called good versus evil. Stand by for a second. You know what also was very good? Knowing how to invest during these perilous times. Listen carefully. Dark clouds are gathering as markets shudder. Stocks are sinking, currency stumbling, fear and uncertainty reign. The Middle East, Ukraine, Taiwan, the debt, it's endless. Yet one asset stands firm, gold. In crisis after crisis, gold is there in the background. Its enduring value guards against loss, like a missile shield against incoming. While paper wealth burns, gold persists. Shield your savings against looming threats, war, recession, contagion, and avoid the frenzied panic of the unprepared. Take control in the chaos. Fortune favors decisive action. Get hold of gold now before it's out of reach. And right now, Noble Gold Investments offers a free 5-ounce America the Beautiful coin with every new IRA. Claim your free coin today to secure your financial future. As this new storm gathers, panic looms. And some of the places you were thinking of for your money, well, they don't look so clever anymore. Secure your future against disaster now. Open a Noble Gold Investments IRA and claim your free bullion coin today. Go to LionelNationGold.com. That's LionelNationGold.com. LionelNationGold.com, the only gold company I trust. And remember, there's always a risk of investment and there's no guarantee of any kind. You are absolutely so beautifully innocent, and you have such a good heart in your, it's just incredible. You believe in goodness. You believe in goodness. You believe that there are these wonderful people, that if somehow we can just talk in it, if we can say, listen, this isn't about what you think. Oh, please stop doing this. Okay. All right. Please let me tell you about the history. I understand your history. Okay. Please let me talk to you about our history. Okay, fine. I'll talk to you about our history. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for letting me for filling me in on this. I didn't understand. God bless you for that. God bless you for being, I don't want to say naive, but innocent. Sparky says, babies are innocent on both sides. Yes, Sparky. Yes, you can. Yes. Yes, you can. Yes, you are right. Yes, you are right. And puppies are cute. And I am against microwaving kittens. Oh, yes, I'll go on the record. I just thought we were playing a game of let's do no shit obviousness. Babies are innocent. Old people don't deserve to have their homes destroyed by munitions aimed at them for no particular reason when they've done nothing wrong. War is wrong. God does not want war. Unless, of course, it's against Russia. And then it's, what are you going to do? You get what you want. War is bad. Yes. Yes. Be a realist. What do countries want? They want to own their sector. They want as much power. Like Mearsheimer says, it's really anarchy versus hierarchy. When they're at the top, they don't pick up the phone and call 911. They've got to be able to fight back. Land symbology. This is my land. This is about jurisdiction. The troubles in Ireland. For the love of God, do I have to explain this to you? Terrorism is wrong. How dare you say terrorism? Terrorism implies that there's some right versus wrong. Humans are animals. We are animals. We slaughter, we destroy, we rape, pillage, mutilate, blow up, destroy, we kill. We kill. We are killers. We are savages. We are animals. For the love of God, Sparky. Not you, Sparky. I call everybody Sparky. I'll call you Todd. For the love of God, Todd. Get it through your head what we're talking about here. During World War II, nobody wanted this anodyne, saccharine shite. Hitler is wrong. Yes, thank you. If only Hitler had some history we could explain to him. Oh, Hitler would give you his own history. You fellows and gals don't really understand how this thing works, do you? This is going to stop when either someone is told to stop, made to stop, runs out of money, or things that somehow it is strategically beneficial for them to stop. Does that make sense to you? Am I making myself clear? They have been waiting for this. They've been itching for this forever. And you're not going to do anything to get in the way. You're not going to do anything. You can give them all the history you want. You can talk about, you can try to outsmart them all you want and be smart. You don't understand. because of the platitudes. Oh, come on, stop it. No, it's about Islam. It's not about Islam. It's not. It's not. Do you think Hitler invaded Poland because he hated Jews? Now we're mixing things. Do you think that World War I was defeated because of our going to Normandy? You don't. Do you think the Rush? What was it about? What did Hitler want? What did we want? Why did we go into Vietnam? What were we trying to do? You want to go into history? If you're looking for some kind of rational reason for something, you're not going to get it. You gotta ask yourself, what is the purpose of this? And then you have forces who love the idea of fighting, especially when they don't have to fight. Like Victoria Nuland. She got her fat ass out there. Let her squat in some ditch to relieve herself out there in the field with a rucksack to have her hump with the rest of the guys and gals with a bunch of grunts going after the enemy. Oh, she'll change her tune in a minute. It's real easy when the old dogs let the young dogs fight. What do you think this is about? Islam? About religion? Do you think if there was no religion here, it would make a difference? Let's say the people there were a bunch of atheists called Palestinians. Let's just Philistines, Palestinians. They were atheists. They didn't believe in anything. And all of a sudden, somebody says, hey, these are the Israelis. They're moving in here. What? They're moving in. They were here first. What? Oh, they're atheists too. I don't give a damn where they're from. Well, you should get along together because it's not about religion. I don't care who they are. You're not coming in here. Oh, yes, they are. No, they're not. Yes, they are. Ta-da! Let me hear your history with that one. Go ahead. Tell me about history. That's exactly what happened. You could say, well, it was justified. Maybe it was justified. Maybe it wasn't. Okay. That's it. Now, everybody feel good? You have any questions about that? That's what happened. They'll tell you the first one. You can argue all day long. Well, it was justified. It was the whole world arranged. Fine. That's it. That's it. Here's one I don't understand. What were the white folks in the South so pissed off at black folks for? What did black folks ever do? I never understood this. We went over and took them, right? Not we, but a lot of people did, right? They were part and parcel. They were part of our world. Slavery was so important to us that we had it in the Constitution and basically fought a civil war about it. Oh, you're not going to take them away? No way. And you can argue all day long about whether the Civil War was about states' rights or whether it was about, whatever it was. All I know is that so anyway, Civil War's over. That's it. Appomattox. Ta-da, we're all done. And we white folks, whatever, hated black people. I mean, and wanted to treat them like shit from the beginning. What was that about? What did they do to you? Okay, fine. They're poor. I got it. All right. But this lynching, you can't come in. You can't get out of here. Get out of here. Hey, Emmett Till, you're whistling at him? That's it. That's it. Give me that history. Let me hear your history on that one. I don't understand it. I don't know. And don't get me started with this business about, well, this anti-Semitism was because of Jews and Jesus. You hear that one? Anti-Semitism was basically the idea that there was this idea that the Jews were responsible for the crucifixion of Jesus. Okay? There's a whole bunch of, excuse me, yeah, we're the Palestinians. Yeah, we don't recognize any of that. And we are perhaps even more anti-Semitic. It has nothing to do with that. What are you talking about? That's a Christianocentric version of this. What is it really about? Do you think that Islam has some problem with Judaism itself, with the concept of it? Come on. Think about this. Why is there this? Why do Indians and Pakistanis, oh my God, we can go through this whole, how about Puerto Ricans and Dominicans? Oh man. You want to talk about that here? What is the matter? What was our thing? Somebody says with the Indians, with the Native Americans. My God, what the hell was that all about? What did we do? That was unabashed, unabated genocide. Jesus, what was that about? You want to have some, how about some history about that? They were here first. We came in and said, oh, no, you're not. You think that was about the fact that, well, maybe it was because they weren't Christian or they didn't acknowledge it. Come on. Reservations cut their hair, destroy their history, destroy. That is pure unabated. You want to talk about genocide? Nobody even talks about it. Every now and then, remember Redbone? Hey, what the matter with your head? Come and get your love. They're Mexican. I think most of them were like Mexicans. You want to keep going? You want me to start talking about that? What was that about? Shall I keep going? Do you want to go through this? We can go through. How about the notion of just slavery? I got an idea. Let's just make those people work for us. Why? I don't know. Is it because of their religion? Yeah, that's it. Sure, that's it. Humans are savages. Why do men rape women? Now listen, let me stop you right there. Don't give me some stupid answer about that. It's not about sex. What is that all about? Seriously, what is that? You want to keep going? What's the history of that? We're animals. We're animals. We have, well, my reason for being animalistic is better than you. How about children? You want to do that one? When they go, what is that about? I want this. I want you. I want you. It's like Neanderthals. What is this? I hate humans. I'm misanthropic. I despise us. And what also pisses me off more, not you, mind you, but somebody who comes up and thinks they can explain this to me. Explain serial killing. Tell me, explain it. Well, the first year, not the history of it. Actually, it goes way back before Jack the Ripper. But anyway, when you really come down to this, we're sick. Go back to Vietnam. Go back to anything. We decided we were going to go into Iraq and kill those people because we wanted their oil, but we're going to give them a good reason. Yeah. Afghanistan. You want to give me the history of that? It's not the history, the reality. Tell me the reality, not the history. I don't care about the history. Tell me the reality. What do you really want? What is this really about? I don't know what anybody was thinking. I guess somebody said, here's what we're going to do. Forget the Balfour Declaration. Okay, we'll do that. And you could say, and it was the Rothschilds. You can go through the history all you want. But somebody said, here's a great idea. You are going to hear. You get out and you come in. Okay, you got that? UN resolution, you got that one? What could go wrong? Everybody happy? You got that? Who would look at these people? Oh, they're really going to be, ooh, the Palestinians, ooh, you scared. Oh, we're not, no, we're sticking. No, sorry. You know it and I know it. In 1948, same thing with China, same thing with, in 1949, whatever I believe it was, they were eating dirt. They looked at China like, you've got to be kidding. These people are just backwards. They're not going to be a problem. Same thing with the Palestinians. Who? What? Transjordan? These folks? Some tribal? No. They'll be pissed off at first, but and then later on, Egypt would ever say, "Hey, what's your beef? This isn't your country. That's okay. We're all in it." I think that kind of surprised people. Egypt, Syria, Jordan, my God. Then Lebanon comes in. They're not even done yet. Holy God, this thing is picking up. Then it started to get really heated. That's a reality. You want me to give you the history of that? I can do it. It's not going to help anything. It's just true. It's just true. And you're not going to change anything. Nobody is going to give anything back. And there's not going to be a two-state solution. That's bullshit. You know it, and I know it. They're not going to coexist. Come on. And I'm not blaming Israel, and I'm not blaming the Palestinians. What? I'm not blaming them. This is, you look at it from their point of view. Can you blame Israel? No. If I was Israeli, I'd think the same thing. If I were in the West Bank or East Jerusalem or Gaza, whatever it is, I would think the way they do. And I would be applauding Hamas. Maybe not in person, but I'd be saying, finally, somebody's paying attention to us. Sparky says, get U.S. out of Southwest Asia and let them settle it. Okay. I don't think, West Asia, I don't think, are we there? I mean, this, do you think we're there? Technically speaking, it's, let me see, it's defined by, what country is Southwest Asia? Would be Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka. Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Syria, Afghanistan, Nepal, Qatar, Israel, 10 more. Turkey, Oman, Yemen, Kuwait, Jordan, Cyprus. This may sound like a stupid question. Are we there? We're there? We're there? Get the U.S. out of Southwest Asia and let them settle it. We're there? I don't mean to be impertinent. We're there? I like this one. I blame Islam. There you go. Thank you, Shebrew. I like that name. I like that. Concise. Excuse me. Yeah, I blame Islam. I blame the Pope. Why? My opinion. What the hell does a Pope have to do with it? I'm telling you, it's my opinion. It's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. I blame the Pope. I blame Islam. I blame religion. Why isn't God getting into all this? Now, hang on. Don't bring God into this. Everybody's talking about God. Somebody's God. This is fun because this is just mental masturbation. What we're doing is we're just, hey, Palestine, yeah, the U.S. is out of Southwest Asia. What? They're out of Southwest Asia. What does that mean? So you can stop this. What do you mean stop this? Stop it because we're out of Southwest Asia. This has nothing to do with Southwest. Oh, yes, it does. It's the U.S. and Southwest Asia. No, it's not. Yes, it is. What? No. Now we're getting into other things too. Now we're getting into this new one. Now we've got Iran saying, excuse me, yes, we'd like a word with you. We want to continue this. What do you mean? Well, we're talking to our Yemeni friends, the Houthis. We're talking to our different proxies. We've got Hezbollah in Lebanon, but actually that's us. And we're going to keep going because we want this whole thing on fire. We like what's going on. We have a big beef here for a long time. And we want to be the hegemon. We want to be the one in charge. Sparky says, without U.S. interference, they'd sort it out in Southwest Asia. Are you kidding? U.S. influence, money, and military is all over the world. Okay, fine. Not here. Not here. I'm saying there might be, but it's like, doesn't matter. No. Now, you might want to say, well, you're helping Israel. Well, that might be a good reason. Too simple. Sparky, I'm going to put you in my immediate chain of command, my Joint Chiefs of Staff. But we need specific stuff right now. That ain't going to happen. I don't know what that means. We're the biggest. We're a hegemon. We should be out of everything, but we're not. So, okay. They're not going to sort it out. Excuse me. Pardon me. Yeah. Let me ask you something. What happens if they overrun, if all of a sudden they just obliterate Israel? Does that have any effect on you? True question. Let's say we do as Sparky says, we get out. All right, you're on your own. Israel, good luck. We're out of here. Why? Well, we're getting out of Southwest Asia. And all of a sudden they say, here we go. And then all of a sudden you see this. Whoa. I mean, they're coming in from Syria and Lebanon and Jordan and Egypt. And my God, Iran finally. What's going to happen? Answer my question. What's going to happen? If they make a move against Israel, what's going to happen? Answer this. Let them fight it out. Here's my question. What's going to happen? What do you think so? What's going to happen? Tell me. Answer my question. Come on. Southwest Asia is what the military calls the Middle East. U.S. is a worldwide agent of chaos. Didn't you get the memo? Okay, fine. Sparky, what happens if we say that's what? By the way, the certain police always call West Asia this particular part of it. But here's my point. Let's say we pull out or whatever it is, and I'm asking you a very simple question. And Israel is under attack, and they move in. What's going to happen? Nobody's answering me. A lot of insults against me, which is fine, which is great. That's what you do when you don't know the answer. What's going to happen? America will pay for getting involved. Let me answer the question. What's going to happen? Answer my question. Come on. What's going to happen? I'm waiting. You're on your own, Israel. Whatever they do, good luck. Iran, do what you got to do, what you think right. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Ain't going to happen. Come on. Answer my question. You've got to. You're saying, let's get out. Okay, what's going to happen? Europe will fail. Europe will fail. What's going to happen if Israel is just abandoned? And you say, you know what? Again, that won't happen. I love this. I love this certitude. What happens if his heart stops, doctor? Nah, it's not going to happen. How do you know that? U.S. can stop giving money and military protection to Israel, and they're smart enough to figure out how to get along. You're out of your mind. Get along. If Israel doesn't have the United States behind it, they're going to get along? Wait a minute. What? You think Israel's going to say, hey, listen, we're on our own now. Look, the U.S. is out of here. NBA, come here. Let me talk to you. The U.S. is out. It's all us. We're by ourselves. Let's work this out. You know what's going to happen, but you're not answering the question. They will take Gaza and all of Arab world will go to war. Take Gaza. Israel taking Gaza? I don't know what that means. Israel left Gaza. They gave Gaza to the Gazans. Remember that story? That's what they're sticking to. Come on. Nobody's answering the question. This is the most important thing in the world. The most important thing. During Vietnam, they said, what happens if we leave Vietnam? Said, well, it'll fall to whatever. And they always knew that. I'm giving you the question. What's going to happen? Whoever wins the war gets the land. What is this? This is like childish. I mean, with all due respect. Hang on for a second. While you think about the question, let's think about our good friends at MyPillow. Let me tell you about my great friends at MyPillow.com. MyPillow.com. And by the way, use promo code Lionel. Use promo code Lionel and receive a free gift. No purchase necessary. And yes, I realize that gifts are free. It's a tautology. Get over it. Sue me. So what are we talking about? How about Giza Dream bed sheets, My Pillow 2.0, sheets, slippers, percales, towels, quilts, bedspreads, mattresses, mattress covers, mattress toppers, linens, kitchen towels, bathrobes, name it. items to luxuriate and relax. And don't forget, Christmas is just around the corner. And yes, it makes a great stocking stuffer, and it's fine for dad or grad. Made by the greatest company from the greatest people in the greatest country. Or call 800-645-4965 if you're OG, and see how quickly Mike Lindell answers the phone. 800-645-4965. But don't forget, only use promo code Lionel. That's mypillow.com. Promo code Lionel, mypillow.com. Promo code Lionel. All right, dear friends. Silver Fox says the U.S. will put boots on the ground, unfortunately. No way. No way. American boots? No way. Here's my question. Sharia law in Europe next. Do you know what Sharia law is? No. Do you know what Sharia law is? No. No. I'm going to give you a reading assignment. And you got to read the fellow. His name is Noah Feldman. He's a law professor. Noah Feldman. Certainly, I believe, a Jewish chap who does one of the most fascinating studies on how Sharia law is actually beneficial, not what you think, and not about blood and all that stuff. Nobody knows what Sharia law is. They don't even know what a jihad is. They don't know. Here's my question. The last time, if everybody says, okay, bets off, Israel, you're just no interference, no help, no whatever it is, you're on your own, whatever on your own means. What do you think is going to happen? Eric Thaddeus Walter says, conundrum. By the way, safe sex is something we all should think about. Conundrum. U.S. NATO's primary air and naval forces for all of EU and Middle Eastern operational theaters are in Italy. Woke U.S. Army has no land. Oh, woke U.S. Army has no land force. That is true, by the way. Sad to say, dear friend, you are correct. Sparky says, YouTube won't allow me to answer the question no matter how I word it. Well, let me tell you what's going to happen. That's it. The biggest boom anybody's ever seen. The biggest boom. If you put Israel in the position where they think this is an existential threat, the same way if you put Russia or any other country in it, and they happen to have serious weaponry, if you know what I'm talking about, they will not hesitate to use it. Hillbilly says Armageddon. And who do you think that plays into? Correct, Hillbilly. Who do you think, in a sick kind of way, wouldn't mind seeing that? Huh? Who do you think? These eschatological freaks who think that somehow the end of this is the destiny of mankind, and there will be the second coming of Jesus and all of this stuff. You want to talk about weird? Talk about those folks. They'll say, oh, this is great. You don't think they're out there? If you put anybody, especially these folks whose history I don't have to explain to you, they're saying, we're not leaving any place ever again. Period. This is our home. We are not leaving. Get it through your head. And if you think I'm just telling you this is realism. I'm not talking about history, what should be. I'm telling you. So if you think it's Islam, I don't think anybody here really gets what's going on here. We can talk about this, but you better hope somebody acts really fast and says, let's cut this shit out now. That's enough. It's getting worse and worse and worse. Maybe with the hostage releases, maybe people are, I would hope there's all types of folks talking about all types of things from all types of vantage points and all perspectives. I hope, I hope, I really do. I hope people are working on this. I hope we say we are not going to let, we came this close, right? This close. And there are people who are tired of this. This is called realism. You would be the same way if somebody did this to you. If somebody attacked your country the way Israel was attacked on the 7th, and you can sit there and say, well, they deserved it. I don't give a damn. This is realism, baby. From their point of view, they're going to say, oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. Meanwhile, you have Palestinian protester who goes, you don't understand. You're wrong. You better take it. And Israel says, oh, no, no, no. We're not going to take this. Well, you have to take it because you're wrong. Oh, we don't think we're wrong. Well, you're wrong. So now that we've declared you wrong, you have to somehow get along with the program. Sparky says, that's why I suggested that you have Mrs. L super chat you, so I will let you know how messed up targeted censorship is on your channel. Sparky, I love you, but for some reason, and I love you, but we have to speak in some kind of code. And I would think, maybe we'll have our own particular language. And I understand, but it seems to me that your ability to speak and to use the mother tongue in a variety of ways to explicate limb and to demonstrate and remonstrate that which provides an adequate disquisition as to the ultimate effect and outcome and consequence. I think there's a way to get around it. I think you can use such incredibly fruitful and beauteous and plenary adjectives and descriptives that even the most hard-hearted of algorithms would not be able to see what you're doing. That's what I think. That's what I think. My friends, I don't mean to joke about this. I'm not joking, but I don't think you realize what's going on here. This is not about, I can see you in this mass of smoke and cinder and somebody coughing and you leaning over and saying, I was right. It was about. Great. Well, you called that one right. I don't care about that. It may seem interesting to you because I don't think people, I don't think people, I think they've kind of forgotten about the whole notion of going nuclear. Okay. I don't think people don't understand it. I don't think they get it. And let me tell you, why did the Japanese attack us knowing they would be clobbered? Why? What do you think that was about? Sparky says, that was my answer, albeit unfortunate. Yeah. You know exactly what's going on, Sparky. This is not about, what should be, what isn't. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. No, 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 my friends. Okay? So you better hope to God somebody gets at the bottom of this quick. And this ends real fast. You know what? You want to march in the street? Go ahead. That'll get old. Once they stop paying them, they'll go home. They don't care about this. Half of these people couldn't pass a rudimentary test as to anything that they're, protesting over. So once the stipends and the free pizza and the bus trips go, they're gone. I'm not worried about that. What I am worried about is something completely finishing off the complete and total imbalance of the world. And you want to get the United States involved? The first time somebody detonates some Davy Crockett recoilless, low-yield nuke isn't enough to take out whatever, but just to have that word uttered in a conversation, it's a whole other story. That's how it happens. That's how it happens. And you don't want that. And whatever problem you're going through, fat police officers in Chicago, Kamala Harris and her gas stove, Donald Trump's lawsuits, whatever, Ron DeSantis's, lifts in his boots, none of that will matter when the big one hits. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you, ladies and germs. You have been fabulous. Sparky, on behalf of a grateful nation, thank you for your courage. Hillbilly, thank you, Mr. 55. Eric Thaddeus Walters, mille grazie mille. Silver Fox, we love you. You have been without peer. You have been excellent. You get it. My address, my point is very simple. You want to talk about all this other stuff? Great. Bores me. There is a person who fancies herself as an expert in trafficking. I'm not going to mention her name. She's so full of shit, it's not even funny. Pardon my French. And every other word is pedophile. 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 She just loves to say it. You got to get those pedos. And I'm thinking to myself, this idiot thinks that traffickers are pedophiles or that slave masters are racist. They don't get it. What works, though, in chat rooms or what's great in social media is a different story. Sparky says, haven't you seen that I already use all kinds of symbols, $10 words, talking around it, etc.? It's almost as if there's a human filtering real time. Well, you use words that, for example, Israel and Palestine, you'll use words like this, but I think you and I can work on our own, perhaps our own code, our own, dare I say, our own argo or argot, our own lexicon, our own glyphs and the like. See, I believe in realism. Just tell me what the reality is. Don't give me this other nonsense about this stuff. This is it. You have no idea what's going on here. And when I hear, and what do you think the left is about? It's communism. It's not communism. It's not about Marxism. What are you saying that for? Well, that's good. That's good for, that'll get you a lot of hits on social media. It's not Marxism. None of these people are Marxists. It's not about class struggle, any of this stuff. These are the most bourgeois capitalists you've ever seen in your life. Sparky says U.S. could stop funding Hamas and Israel simultaneously. Okay. Good. I'm with you. I don't know why they are. Be honest with you. And Sparky, I think you agree with me. We got problems here in River City. I got a city that is, we had 25,000 cops retire. We have no police. And I'm paying for Israel. What? Hamas? What? Palestine? What? No. Well, whatever we have left over, we'll send you a few bucks. That's not our problem. This is our problem. And if that's wrong, then I'm wrong. And if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. All right, dear friends, you have a great and a glorious day. 1 hour and 3 minutes. Happy Saturday night to you. See you tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time. I love you. I need you. But 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I think Meatloaf said it best. In any event, have a great day. See you tomorrow. The monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. Tete.